So, hey, everybody, believers in business. I am with Randy Roberts, our facilitator for the Bethlehem chapter. Randy with Health Markets. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thanks, Shelby. How are you today?
I am so good. It's so nice to see you, sir. I don't get an opportunity to talk to you often, and I'm so glad that we have started this new series, The Best of Believers in Business, and you are truly one of the first ones that jumped on board back when we first started Believers. And I just wanted to give everybody the opportunity of our brothers and sisters to kind of know who you are, what you do, and, tell us a little bit about Health Markets.
Sure. Great. Yeah, I've been with Believers in Business for about, I think, 5 years now. I think when the Bethlehem chapter first opened up, and I wasn't the facilitator right away, but within a year and a half, I became the facilitator. And it's been great. It's a good opportunity to let other people see God really working in our lives and our businesses and our families and everything that we do and everything we touch. And I think a lot of times believers don't always get that opportunity to show what Christ really means in their lives. And so at Bethlehem, we really want to focus and put our emphasis back on God with everything that we're doing, from the prayers in the beginning, throughout the meeting, with our scripture talk, with our one-to-ones, and just everything, starting it all with prayer and just putting God first with everything. I've been with Health Markets about 13 years now. It's going on 13 years this year. And I've had my ups and downs, just like everybody in their careers, right? And when I finally, 5 years ago, I had a conversation with Art, 4 or 5 years ago with Art, and he said something along the lines of, "Are you planting seeds?" And I was like, "What do you mean planting seeds? It's like, I'm not a farmer. How do I plant a seed?" Right.
Right.
So he kind of explained to me that, if you come along with somebody and they need some help with something, you pray for it and you ask for the seed to plant, to put it in there. And, really just surrendered my business over. Some people know I lost a son a few years ago in a car accident, and it kind of took a different course in my life and put me in a different path of where I felt like God was taking me. Instead of me trying to do everything on my own, I really gave everything back to God. And so at Health Markets, I do health insurance, I do life insurance, long-term care, disability, Medicare. There's such a big market for all of those that people are so underserved. They don't understand Medicare. They don't understand health insurance. Even when they think they understand it, they really, most of the times, are totally 100% wrong with what their thought process is. So what we do at Health Markets is we help people navigate through that process. We explain, we educate, and build some rapport along the way, because you have to have fun when you're building these relationships, and you have to have conversations about how the person's really going to use their insurance. And if they're not going to use it, you don't need to spend a whole lot of money on it if somebody's healthy. We have options, we have opportunities to really make somebody be able to be affordable. And my tagline is, we're going to create a plan that's going to meet your needs and your budget. And if I can't, I'm going to tell you that I can't. But for the most part, out of the 3,000 or 4,000, 5,000 clients that we have, very few people are not satisfied with what it is that we've done for them. My staff is unbelievable. They're amazing, awesome. God's truly blessed me there, because I don't have to worry about any of the back end things. And if there's an issue, I have the best people working on it to get the issue resolved within a day or two. So that really is me. A great referral is really anybody who's confused about insurance.
I saw also, because I was stalking your website a little bit, you also offer small business insurance, correct?
We do that a little bit. It's a unique blend of how we would work that. If it's a true small group, I have somebody that I work with to help out with that. Sometimes with the small group, we may show a client and an employer how they can actually make the best of both worlds, where they can take and do individual plans, take advantage of the tax credit from the government, and then you have the employee putting in a part of it, the employer putting in a part, and the government paying for part of it. And a lot of times that will help somebody save, thousands and thousands of dollars a year, versus doing the traditional group plans. So we can go both directions on that. Like I said, I have somebody that I've partnered up with to do the group side, and then on the individual group side of it, I had the initial conversation with them and talked to them about it because it's a different concept. And truly, I helped a church over in Bethlehem. They're saving about $20,000 a year
Wow.
with their health insurance by going from the traditional way. And we're getting ready to reevaluate it just to make sure, because some things change along the way, and it's not something that you can say today it's done and it's going to be fixed like that forever. So we do have to reevaluate everything every year and look at it to make sure that we're still giving the best advice in that regard.
Now, do you, as we're wrapping up, do you have a territory, or do you cover all of Pennsylvania? Like, I mean, travel wise, I'm sure that there's a distance, but because of virtual opportunities now, do you have a territory?
No, there's not really a territory. I usually stay within, if it's local, I have Philadelphia clients. I have Wilkes-Barre, Scranton State College, but I'm licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maryland, Delaware, up and down the East Coast, Texas, Arizona,
Wow.
Ohio.
We need to have BIBs in all of those states. That
Right,
can be the new
exactly.
mission. Let's
Exactly.
create that so that everybody's got, some BIBs in there.
Correct.
Okay. So guys, I want you to be introduced to Randy Roberts. Randy, if someone wants to get a hold of you, obviously they can go onto the Believers in Business Networking website and click Bethlehem, but real quickly so that they don't have to do all that work. How can they
Sure.
reach out to you?
So you can either text us or leave a message at 610-419-0634. That's 610-419-0634. That's the office phone number. The email is pretty simple. It's randy.roberts@healthmarkets.com. Don't forget the S at the end of market. Randy.roberts@healthmarkets.com. And any way is fine. Easiest thing to do is just reach out to us by text. Somebody will reach back out to you within that day, and then we'll go from there.
So guys, we have obviously some chapters that do not have what Randy's services are. So please, as we're going across and utilizing all of our brothers and sisters throughout all 11 chapters, know that you've got someone truly that loves the Lord, that is just an honest guy, and that you can count on the fact that he's got your best interests. So please, again, Randy Roberts, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. And guys, we'll see you for the next Best of Believers in Business. Have a great week.
Thanks, Shelby.
Thanks, Randy.
Bye.